Hey, what's up, air signs? This is your free reading for air signs for the 11th, 12th, and 13th. So let's get started. I know we've switched to our new home here at Facebook. We've been fighting with just all the crap that is YouTube for a while. And so I decided to move everything here. We still have the website, which is where you can get stuff at the store and you can book readings and you can do all other stuff there as well, which is www.themagicshop.online. So we have our magic shop is online now. So pretty soon you'll be able to get all kinds of stuff, like the things that you see on the table here. You'll be able to get, well, I don't know if you can get one of these guys. I got this guy a really long time ago, Chinese water quartz. Beautiful, love him, helps me think. But yeah, like incense burners and oils and soaps and candles and all those lovely things that you know that I make, and I can also get for you that are the ones that I don't make. But anyways, that's coming available on the store, and we'll also, I think we're going to do we might even do a Facebook store. So anyways, all right, let's get to your Aries reading. I'm sorry, your air sign reading. Let me keep my shit together for this today. All right, so first thing that I want to do is talk about the last air sign reading that we had. That was on that was actually on YouTube. I don't know how many of you guys were actually able to go over and check that out, but the one for last week was really freaking interesting. It had a lot of things that a lot of people really needed to know about, and a lot of things that I think that we're still feeling the energy of this week that we haven't been able to get to, like work through because it's still fresh. And a lot of things changed because we had that big crazy retrograde and all that stuff. So we're just going to lay out one of these 3-card reading real quick. In this 3-card reading, I think what I've been feeling with this energy that's going on right now is that it's going really slowly. Like it's not moving fast through. We're not pushing through it really quick. So it may be hanging around. So let's look at it and see what we're going to do for the rest of the week. Okay. So this is our air sign reading. Free reading for air sign. Just short little 3-card. Okay. If we have to pull some clarification cards, we will. But I think it should be pretty straightforward. Not doing it. This person again. This was in you guys' reading last time. Someone deceiving you. So that was one that wanted to pop out, and so this has been in the reading for the energy for the week too, because we have this great idea that could go forward to enterprise and distinction, and this great birth of this wonderful idea, something that you could have had before and that you could fix now, or something that's brand new that you've never done before. So it seems like it might be kind of a mix of that. As I cut through and I'm looking at these, maybe it's something that you've had on your plate or something that you've had available to you that you haven't really focused on or done a lot of in the past. So we're going to pull these 3 cards. We're going to pull a card for love, a card for money, and a card for others. Generally, those others mean the other people that are in our life, the energy that's moving towards us from them. So we'll pull the love energy, we'll pull finance and money, and we'll pull others. Okay? Those are great cards. Looks like you're really having, air signs, you guys are really having a lot of, you have a lot of prospects that you're just not working on. And again, I really keep getting this one. It's like a cheater card. I'm not really sure why that keeps coming up. We'll have to look into that. It can also mean someone who speaks negatively to you or doesn't have your best interest at heart. So cards are flowing pretty good. I think we're going to be able to pull these out. Let's pull one for love. Let me get one for love. Chariot. That's that's interesting. A 7, retrospect and movement. So you're retrospective about something that you could have had movement in, or something that you could have movement in. That again brings me back to what we were saying whenever we were cutting, when I cut the other card a while ago, and I told you that there's something that you could be doing. Let's see here. Okay, so the bad part of the things that you were experiencing that were negative, whenever it came to this subject that we're talking about, maybe that's the reason that you were able to have someone talk down about it, or maybe that person talking down about it, or the people that were talking about it, or why it had problems. You might be able to move through that now. I mean, the energy is good for that this week. And love, with this Chariot card being there, it could mean a lot of things. A lot of people have been going through breakups and severings of ties with people who have been negative to them in the past, or that have been controlling with them in the past. So with that said, this Chariot card could mean moving forward from that, whether it's a fixed relationship with that person you're moving forward, or moving forward without them. So let's check it out. Money and finance. A lot of y'all's money and finance was tied up, and slow money and stuff from your love life, or from not taking care of yourself, was on there too, like little health problems and stuff that you could have avoided. So let's see what we got here. Finance for air signs in the next 3 days. Okay. So it looks like maybe you didn't make a decision, or you've been procrastinating, putting off a decision. Like, I don't know if you noticed like how this person looks in this card, but the card upside down, I guess, doesn't matter. Let's look at it right side up so you can see more clearly. See that person? They're choosing to hold those swords instead of take off the blindfold. So we'll get into that a little bit more as we start to pull out the information as we go. But it really looks like you're not having a choice, or you're not exercising the choice in what your income stuff is for right now and in your finance. So let's pull the card for other people to see how they're related to this, if they are or if they aren't. The energy for air signs with as it relates to other people, and how other people relate to them this week. There we go. Oh yeah, we saw this in the weekly energy for everybody. So, and I think I even pulled it out and said, look, you guys, Gemini, this is really coming up for you. Libra had some in there too. I think one of them had an Aquarius as well, but Gemini was just all over the reading for the energy for the week whenever it came to these specific things that we're talking about here. So this should be interesting. We're going to go ahead and pull some clarification cards here before we get too deeply into the reading, and I pull out the book and show you what it's about. There we go. So who are we talking about with this love card and this Chariot? Let's see. Chariot. There's some information. 3 clarification cards. Up. Choices. I have one lift up, so I think I'm going to shuffle for this next one. So other opportunities, other choices that may be better choices on the table that might be why you're moving forward. And that's also, remember that love a lot of times doesn't just mean a person, but also means something that you love, or something that you're deeply entrenched in that means a lot to you. So let's put this on. We're talking about the Chariot here in love position. 2. 2 is a reconciliation card. That's an interesting card, especially in the upside down position like that. Could mean either this movement is because you haven't, or because you want to. Let's pull one more card. This looks like looking back with the world in your hand, a decision that was made that that now you want to go back and fix. Maybe a wrong decision made. Maybe you were being an asshole. Made the wrong decision. See? Well, that clears it up pretty good there. We'll pull the book out for this in just a minute. Let's get these clarification cards going here for your financial situation. Air signs. Curious. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. 9 generally means like you waited until something was about to be good and you could have really done it and you backed out of it for some reason. You didn't. Kind of almost screwed yourself. You might have screwed some other people too. Let's see. Yes, you took them out of control. All right. Let's see what we got here. Show us this money decision. It's not being made that should be. Ooh, all these wands just popping up. Enterprise and distinction. You offered something that you turned down that you shouldn't have. Or something that you should have worked on that you didn't, something you procrastinated, something you put off, something you half-assed did, you're wishing you could have done better, because someone gave you information, that's what these cards mean, this card means, that was untrue. Let's see, show us how to fix this image. I felt that one moving. Look at that, starting again, rebirth or birth, beginning. Now we all had that energy this week that was like what I call false start energy, where we started something but we weren't ready. Like we thought we were going to do something and then we got a little further down the road and weren't able to. And I liken this kind of to like whenever you say, I have a great idea for a book, and then you go and you actually do get in touch with like a really great publisher, and they're like, sure, send me over your draft, and you're like, okay, and then so you try and throw something together over the weekend, and it's not good, and so your one shot that you had to get with the good producer person or the good publisher, you blew it because you jumped the gun and you weren't ready because you still have dust on your old manuscript and you haven't even got to it, so or you haven't wrote it at all. Okay, so I see that, but now that's over with. So what we need to be doing is harnessing this new start energy. For the second start, this new start, we need to be harnessing it and riding it. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Go with it. Okay, and other people, how they're connected with you. Generally, in the upright position, this card can mean like a spiritual awakening or like a spiritual awakening, or like maybe you're having psychic dreams or something like that, like you're beginning to awaken and see more than just the physical. But with it upside down like this, generally people that, and it was the same in the other people card and the daily reading for everybody, so, and it was marked with Gemini too. So you guys in the air sign, you guys are really feeling this. That other people are looking at you as really down to earth and really grounded. So you really have the opportunity of having some people listen to you right now. If you do want to pitch your new business idea or talk to your boss about a raise or all of that other stuff or a new position, all of that stuff is available right now. It's in the energy for you in the next 3 days. You should use it. Let's see. Let's clarify. Amen. Oh, you feel kind of maybe tied up in a situation that you're in right now with some other people. Star, unstarred, where you're a hangman and you don't want to be. You want to be the star, but you're caught up. There's something that's holding you back. Maybe another person is already in the position that you want, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Or I don't know. Let's continue and get some more clarification. Air sign. What do we got? Ah, this was in the fear position in the daily reading, and it was also with you guys. So it's you're picking it up again. We'll talk about it more in just a second. Let me move these over so we can all get them all fit in here. Give us a little bit more clarification on this. See what we got, air sign. They aren't going anywhere. This opportunity, the way that you're being viewed by others right now, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to stay around. You might want to use it to your advantage. Like, how can I say this before I break out the book and I get my glasses? Let me get my glasses. I think that what we're looking at here is basically you trying to make this movement because you know that you're not going to be doing what you're doing now forever. And you want more. It's not satisfying. You're kind of like bored, like, okay, well, I did it, I achieved it, I got what I wanted, and it's I'm still not fulfilled. So there's something else that you want. There's something else that maybe it's like a creative void. Maybe you're or even like a divine discontent. Like you could be somewhere or with some people or in a position that's definitely not right for you or not all that you're ever meant to be. And so you have this divine discontent that's moving you forward. It's making you be retrospect. That's generally what sevens mean. I mean, look, you got a 7 on a 7. You want to talk about retrospect. You want to talk about you really looking back going, oh my God, did I screw something up? Or how could I have made this better? Or it would have been better or whatever. You're looking back at that now, air sign, and you're going, wow, there's all this energy for fixing this stuff this week. I wonder if this should be one of the things that I fix, or if this should be the thing that I fix, or the thing. Maybe you always wanted to start this business and you never did, or you had the opportunity to and you never did, and it's still sitting there, and you have the opportunity to just put it out. See, hi, how you doing? So let's look and see if let's pull out the old book. And let's look and see for our little short reading for each one of these, and let's see what we can find. And if you have questions, be sure and post them. Let's see, let me get a drink of chai tea because I'm really I need some more time. Okay. All right, so the old book, to show you the old book so that you know that I'm pulling it out of the book and I'm not pulling it out of my ass. Like I've told people a bazillion times, I hate it whenever I watch a reading and the people are just saying, oh, well, this means this and this means this and blah, blah, blah. They could be telling you anything if you don't know what they're talking about, if you don't know tarot cards. So I like to bring the books out. I like to get them out here so that we can see, like, this old geezer. I mean, this book has amazing stuff in it. And this book, like I said, it's all tore up. I've been using it forever, like over 20 years. And so it's really great, and it really pulls things out, things that we might miss otherwise. And it really helps us kind of put some things together. So here we go. Let's start off here with your love, with the card that we pulled for love, and that's a 7's Chariot. So let's look it up and see what we got. What I like about this book is that it shows you the difference between a right side up card and an upside down card, because there's meaning, that there's difference in meaning. I'm kind of seeing some lag. If we lag up, just hang in there and we'll be right back. All right, what have we got here? Important to exercise self-discipline. With continued effort, you can win the day and be triumphant. So that means if you work for this situation and you put forth the energy and effort for what you're thinking about in retrospect, in this love situation. Or this person. See, because this one usually means that this one shows you with a lot of choices before you. But it's 7, it's still retrospect. And so there's this one person that you're thinking about, or one thing that you're thinking about. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull these each one as they go by. Achievement now with effort from you. Control your emotions, dreams come true. Remove all obstacles, and then you will have the vision to go ahead. Honor, award, and recognition is due to you. Harness your energy. It must be applied wisely, or you will not make it. Hey, didn't we just say that? So let's go here to pull up this 7 of Cups. Now, you're experiencing difficulties in making a decision. When choices are many and you can't see woods for trees, then let it be. Okay. So right now, you're supposed to be retrospective. So let's not try to push the decision that you're trying to make right now, because here we have decision again as well. So I mean, if this is about something you love, like say you used to be a painter or you used to be an artist or whatever, and you're looking back in retrospect going, I should have done that, this is the time to do that. This is the time, like, this is your commitment card. This is the time to commit or quit. This is the time. Whether it's with the relationship or whether it's with, because look, you have 2 7s and 2 2s. I mean, 2s are reconciliation and 7s are retrospect. So it very well could mean that you're looking back on the way that things used to be and you're wanting them to be that way again. And you can cause that to happen. You can make that happen, but you're going to have to commit to it this time. You're not going to be able to be just in and out of there and doing whatever you want and expecting the other person or even the opportunity, if we're talking about an opportunity to have something that you love or to do something that you love on a grander scale, you're going to have to commit. You're going to have to give more effort towards it. Wow, do you see it open up right to that page? That was kind of awesome. Let's see. So it's in the upside down. This is your 2 of Wands. It's in the upside down, some people call it wands, some people call it staffs, some people call it spears. But I call it wands. You got your 2 of Wands and or 2 of staffs, and it's in the upside down position. So in the upside down position, it means foundations that were laid may not bring the right results. So in other words, what you were doing before, the way that you were approaching it, approaching what you loved or what you wanted to do, this new thing, you didn't lay your foundation right. It may have been good before, it may have been good, but you didn't follow it through even. That's like super evident, especially with 2, because with a reconciliation, with something that you're being retrospective about, it really it's second chance. It's that second chance energy. It's that second start, that's following this false start that we had last week. So here's what it says: careful planning, make no fault, move with caution, action halt. Have patience and don't spoil it now. You need to reorganize and bring order to your personal life. Your personal life was air sign. One of the things that has been in turmoil and with the energies for personal lives have been in turmoil for your sign for quite some time now. I mean, even during the retrograde, and then right after we came out, you guys were feeling the results of it so hard, or the after effects of it so hard, that it was affecting a lot of things that you were doing. So, let's see who we have here. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. I also have a job interview. I canceled for tomorrow. Should I try to make it? Yeah, I think you should. If that's something that you really wanted to, if that's something you really want to see. I had a guy named. He said no. Should I go back and say yes? It looks like it actually looks like you should. Yes, I think you should. I think you should go back and make some money from it and see if it's something that you really love. I mean, if it's something that you're just doing to make a little bit extra cash, and it's not something that you love, then don't spend any time on it. all right? But if it's something that you really love and it can take you in a direction to do more of what you love, then yes, you should, because the answers to this look like they're in your love category. So it would be things that you love or people that you love. So yeah, the answer is yes. Especially here with money. Let's get to the money part of it right after this. Don't allow anyone to dominate your thinking. Clarify things in order to prevent any misunderstandings. This could even be with like a Virgo or a Leo person, but this is talking about cooperation. So one of the things that we need to pay attention to here is these two reconciliation cards, these two twos on these two sevens, like I brought up before we get any further, we need to remember that one of the things that we had in your reading for last week, the energy that you were dealing with, that you're probably still feeling the repercussions of this week, was that you had somebody who you loved, who was really close to you, who was telling you like negative shit all the time. So that could really make sense as to why this like air of kind of still stalled out, like almost like depressed feeling, and that's in the energy for everybody right now. So that makes sense as well. Okay, so let's pull up this Two of Cups real quick, and let me point this out to you real quick and show you what I mean in the book. Okay. Understanding deep friendship and love between a man and a woman, together they can achieve their plans. Harmony flows between two souls, together they will reach their goals. A beautiful start to a new friendship or romance. Complementary seed or flower has been flower tree can grow into a tree of appreciation. Good solid ideas passing back and forth between two people. Kindness and thoughtfulness binds two hearts together. Expect a surprise letter, a gift, flowers, or a joyous event. Again, it's another Virgo card. Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Moon, Pluto, Mars, another cooperation card. So let's think about that as well. If you want me to pull, let's see. If you want, I can pull from here and see if we can get a little bit more clear look at what that means. But to me, it almost looks like either resolving something with someone from your past, like maybe the person who was being rude to you, you kicked to the curb, and now you're thinking about your ex, or getting back with your ex, or maybe you're thinking about leaving your ex for somebody who isn't your ex. Maybe you're thinking about leaving your partner for somebody else, but the other person was the one that was being rude, so you cut them off, and now you want to fix things up. This could also mean the same thing with a business thing. I see a new thing coming from an old thing, especially whenever I look at the way that this is laid out here. A new thing coming from an old thing, something that you already have, something that you're already good at. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm seeing talent or abilities being wasted, because that's been a really big thing that we've seen a lot. Let's see who's here. Hi, good to see you. That has been a big thing, even in the daily readings and y'all's reading from last week as air signs, was being able to reach into tap into your talents and your natural abilities to do something to maybe as a career, instead of the job that you're doing now that you know you can't do forever, because nobody wants to be a late night stacker at Walmart when you're 70. You know what I mean? So let's pay attention to that, and let's also apply that in a romantic way as well. You don't want to be, an old maid or an old person who is alone, but at the same time, better to be alone than be with somebody who's hateful to you all the time. So, or somebody who gives you ultimatums and all that other stuff, because that is in the energy for this week as well, and it's in these parts too. All right, let's move along here to your money, and we'll broach this whenever we come back. We're gonna move to money now. Your card, Two of Swords, in the upside down position. Things are happening now. You're able to make decisions. Care is needed. Remember we talked about planning and stuff. Free to make your own decision now. Do it now. Free to make your own decision. Do it now with fine precision. That's your rhyme for the day here that it shows. Affairs may be moving very quickly, so don't let the pace get you down. If possible, give yourself time to think before committing yourself to anything. Be sure that you're dealing with the right person, and until you are, don't share any confidences. That goes back to what we were saying over here about don't give your information and stuff about what you really want to do to somebody else. Don't be trustful of that right now. Without making any major decisions until you're absolutely sure is really strong wordage. So let's give it a few days. Let's think about it and come back to it on, say, maybe Friday and see how things are adding up. Because Saturday is a good day to move things forward if you decide that if you decide that that's what you want. Now, here, wands mean enterprise distinction. Wands mean things that have to do with let's see, they mean things that have to do with uh, like doing your artistic thing, doing the thing that you really want, doing what you love to do, and making money at it. Using enterprise and distinction, and you think of, you know, Bill Gates enterprise distinction, making money on something that making money on you. You know, and I don't mean in a prostitute kind of way. I mean like making money on you, like on what you do, your content, what is you. Um, let's see if there's some special information here that we could be missing, something that we need to look at, because with the card in the upside down position, it generally means unmet. So it's telling you that you're not making this decision right now, that it's time to make this decision, and in the meantime, you're probably not applying yourself in the right way. It says, be prepared to take command. Inferior plans just will not stand. How many times are we going to hear plans in this reading here, air sign? So let's see. You're not properly prepared. This can make you vulnerable. Do not try not to bend under adversity. Tendency to display weakness and attitude. Fight for what you believe to be right and true. Leo, Jupiter, Sun, Aquarius, Sagittarius. So Aquarius, we're talking about you for sure, because this is air sign reading, and we're pulling you out here. We're calling you out. So universalism is the methodology for this. I'm really thinking that the energy reading that we got for this last week really goes along with this. You need to be prepared. Remember at the beginning we talked about that, about having a book and having a book idea but not a book written, and then you approach the producer person, and then that one chance that you had to get your foot in the door, you just blew it because you weren't ready. That's the kind of energy that we're talking about. See, this means not that you haven't worked on it or that you haven't given it the energy that it needs. You need to give energy to what you're talking about here. How can I get investors? How do I find the invest? That's not something that we're doing in the reading right now. Investors for what? You're gonna have to tell me, RL, what you mean, or maybe sign up for a reading if we can see what we can pull out for a personal reading for you right now. I mean, after we do this, I'll try and get you on the schedule. Let's see. Let's go back to this 8 in the upside down position, and it's going to say apprehension creates a storm, insecure feelings. That goes back to being talked bad about by somebody that you really care about. If they're going to shit talk you and tell you that, you know, don't do this, or you're going to make a fool of yourself to do this. Don't go after your dreams. Don't chase your dreams. This is all you'll ever be. Be happy with it. Don't quit your day job kind of person. And so those things have really influenced you. So you're still feeling that. So you need to let that go, like the person who it's coming out of. It says insecurity brings a storm. Some fears end and some are born. Control your emotions. Quarrels and jealousy will not solve problems. Easy now. Forced or pressure could ruin it all. Could ruin all your plans. It says it might help if you thought about it more and made a slight adjustment, because that slight adjustment could change everything. So that's probably really important. Probably really important information for you, and you probably know exactly what I mean whenever I said it. So I think the Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, that's the people who are involved in this. That's very interesting. So you need to be paying attention. Control emotions, quarrels, and jealousy will not solve your problems. If someone tries to fight with you over this, you need to not fight back. Just get out of there, walk off, and get some space. Okay? That's money. Let's see. Let's go to this card. And this card is so amazing in this position where it's at right here, talking about money. It's such a good thing when this card comes up in the money position because it means beginning of all good things, love, joy, and health. Joy within the home and heart. Blessings come with this new start. New spiritual insight and sensitivity developing. Activities regarding the present or new home. Changes in affairs affect the home, which will result in happiness for all concerned. Make a new start. Attend to small details and everything will work out fine. Or the start of a love affair. Now, this, to me, generally means the beginning of something, doing something that you love to do. It doesn't always, especially whenever it's in the position of finance, it doesn't generally mean love affair. It means like you getting getting that love from them dollar, getting that dollar love. You know what I'm saying? Not paying for it. We're not talking about prostitution again. Okay. Let's see. Next, we'll recap on this in a minute, but let's go there and let's move on here to this green card upside down. Let's talk about the real meaning of. Let's look at 4. All right. Okay. Don't take any risk at this time. There's a possibility of a misunderstanding. Don't make changes and wait till the storm is over. Since there's so many storms happening today, this could totally be literal. Let's see. Things will clear up if you wait. Don't waste your energy on arguments and disagreements now. How many times has it said that in this reading over and over? Hold on to your point of view and add a dash of patience. Don't be afraid to see things as they really are. Be in complete control of your own emotions and don't let your imagination run away with you. Keep control of the situation and it will right itself in your favor. That's really good news whenever it's in the category that has to do with other people in your life and the energies that you're receiving and going through because of other people or from other people. It's really good because it kind of means that like if you just watch everybody, you'll kind of get like a true idea of what reality is, especially since we've all kind of been in a situation where we have been like kind of held down or held back, right? So now to know that if we just continue to like hang on for a little while longer, and something good is gonna happen. That's good, especially whenever it's in a 3-day reading, because that means that generally with this being the outcome and this card where it's at, it means that by the end of this week, some things are really going to be in place for you to make those changes that you need to make and that you want to make. Air sign, great. All right. Hangman. Let's go back. All right. And it's right side up. It says, piercing the barrier of limited consciousness and availing yourself of higher wisdom. Blessed with truth and have no fear. Faith holds strong when trouble's near. This means basically you're seeing the light. Basically, people are telling you stuff, and you're looking at it, and you're able to kind of, it says here, able to look above the present situation and conditions and have great foresight and stamina. So you can kind of see where you're going now by what you're being told by people who are telling you positive things. Finally, you're being told positive things. Don't be misled. There's plenty of action behind this apparent standstill. Be prepared for new and innovative ideas. This could be a complete and unexpected change for you at home or work. So, complete and unexpected change at work is kind of where we're talking about. When we're talking about others, if we were talking about home, it would have been and stuff. So I'm thinking that right now, you need to be ready to like open a new can of work, a new can of career. Says the pussycat is now ready to roar like a lion. Expect views and attitudes and decisions on the horizon. So that's a good thing. That means movement, and that's what you've been waiting for. And that's telling you to wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Friday, make your decision. Saturday, do it. putting into act. And this is also a Pisces cooperation. So if you know somebody who's Pisces that you might be able to cooperate with to do this or get help from, do it. It also could mean Piscean energy, which is like really accepting and kind of spiritual and forgiving. So it might be this some of this retrospect that you're talking about might be applied there. This guy in upside down position generally means a dark-headed person who is maybe younger than you, who's giving you bad advice, slowing things down for you. Because in the upright position, this person's coming to your rescue and it's quick. In that upside down position, rescue it's not quick. Okay, you're getting a little lag again. Sorry about that. And let's go to this last card here, because I think to me it shows breaking away from feeling of being locked into difficult circumstances, and it's telling you again to wait. Difficult though your life may be, it will change. Just wait and see. So we're looking at waiting until Friday for this. There's no way around it. It says, maybe it would be much wiser to think carefully. Have you considered everything? Have you considered that this retrospect that you're having right here, this retrospect, because you're thinking back, have you considered that what you're thinking back on could be where you should be going? Plans, an appointment, or a journey will be postponed, and you may have some rethinking necessary. So yeah, I think this is definitely Venus, and your rethinking is with Capricorn, and it says Saturn. So that's Saturday, like I said, and then you'll have harmony then. So if you're going to work something out with the Capricorn, or if you're going to break away from the Capricorn, this is the time to do it, air sign on Saturday. Attend before or after? No. Next to the moon. Yes, it is next to the moon. Let's see what it says here. Wait for a while before making the changes that you decide on Saturday. You don't have the full picture yet of how deep the situation is. So if this is talking about that energy that we've had for the last couple of days, actually it's been for a while now, of separating from people who are bad for you, that might be something for you to pay attention to right here. I'm totally serious. So, okay, so let's recap real quick. We're going to go through everything again. So in your love and your money category, in love, retrospect, but movement. And not tied down about the decisions anymore. Like these decision cards here were both upside down, telling you to commit to what you choose this time, and what you choose, what you're pulling out of your retrospect that you're thinking about. If you actually pull it out and you actually commit to it, like it could be really something good for you, especially if it's artistic, because a lot of these cards that you had have freedom of expression. It also shows you being availed of higher wisdom and having a better idea of what's really going on right now, and is really great with making these decisions, but it's also telling you to wait until Saturday and see how things pan out. Make that decision Saturday, or make your decision Friday night. Start acting on it on Saturday, but wait until to make a bunch of changes. So like if you really do decide, say you're with, I don't know, who was it that they were saying, with Scorpio or whatever that you're fighting with, or a Capricorn that you're fighting with, and you want to break apart from them. Saturday is the day to start planning that and working on that and making that happen, and moving towards that, but Saturday is not the day to just bail out. So, and as for business, things that you knew you could have made money with in the past on something that you love, yes, do that. Really make sure that you commit to it this time though, and don't procrastinate. Knock the dust off your old manuscript or whatever it is that you're going to do, and get ready, because there's help coming this week, and by the end of the week you're going to see clearly what it is and which direction you need to go in. This time, do it, commit to it, stick to it, and I'll see you guys on Friday for another reading. Have fun. Talk to you soon.